Hey, everybody. Big Mike on the mic coming at you. TMWC June 5th, 2018, pulling up to the start. Yeah, I've been actually making the start here on a pretty regular basis, which is kind of surprising. I actually haven't done a video for a while. I've had a lot of guys asking me, hey, where's the video? We like your videos. Put the videos up. For a while there, I'm like, well, how many times do you want to see us tromping up the climb or getting on the El Toro path like we are now? But apparently we never get tired watching each other, all of us monkeys. So I've just forwarded this here to the, where things tend to get a bit more interesting here towards the end of the ride on the El Toro Trail. There's Mikey Zanio in front of me. I think I see Todd up there. I'm going to get everybody's names messed up like I usually do. I've upped the speed here just to keep my video. Looks like it's going to be under 14 minutes. So, settle in, relax, have your evening cup of coffee or tea or whatever it is you'd like to do. So we're headed up to climb here. This ride has just gotten ridiculously fast. Today, I think really no exception, even without the super fast guys. We all know who you are. Here we still had plenty of super fast guys to keep things moving. So the ride's been plenty hard. I don't see this ride ever getting easy again. Not that it ever was easy, but it has just progressively gotten harder as I've done this ride over the years, and there was a while there where I wasn't doing the ride too often, but yeah, the ride's gotten just crazy hard here. So you can watch my heart rate over there on the right and the percent slope and the watts there, throwing down some 500 watts, so you can see where things pick up here, where you get a little bit of a percent increase rise. I've got international pink sock superstar Jorge making a few appearances. He's been a bit on and off the bike, getting fat, eating lots of burritos and drinking lots of Mexican beer, no doubt, with a new baby and having mama come into town, his brother come into town, and all that fun stuff. Also got Sean here on the left. Sean actually was looking super skinny today. So he must be putting in some good miles. We've got the Pro Eco guys. Chris Hill's back on the bike. After crashing and breaking things, never a good thing. So, again, we just got the usual tromp and the stomp up the El Toro Trail at anywhere between 263 watts, and I think I saw myself at 600 watts. Here's, again, Jorge making an appearance. He was there. Look, he's going to sprint up there to the front, if I remember right. Yeah, he sprints up to the front. Go, Jorge. I thought he was going to go all the way with us to the top of the climb, but I think this is his big hurrah, because you will see him now drift backwards. I think he probably had to go to work. Got Jason here on my left. Now, Jason has been also getting after me to video. So, hey, Jason, dude, turned out really good. You're after me to video you, and I pretty much sucked your wheel the whole El Toro climb here and the climb up Live Oak. So you get to be featured prominently in the video. Make sure you show your mom, okay, so she knows what you're doing early in the morning. I know moms appreciate seeing what their boys do. Even my mommy, who is way older than me even, always seems to watch my videos along with my dad and make comments on it. So yeah, have your loved ones watch this stuff. Your kids, significant other, mom, friends, brothers, sisters, you name it, get them to watch it. So again, I actually was somewhat surprised. I PR'd. I think there is a KOM segment that is the El Toro climb to the top of Live Oak. I actually PR'd that by not a ton, but by enough for it to be a PR. Here's some guys start going backwards. I don't blame you guys. Not an easy. Actually, things slow down here a bit, but you'll see it go right back up again while we get to these two kickers. But yeah, so I was pleased that I actually PR'd that KOM, which I think is don't even know what it's called, but it's the El Toro Trail here, and then up to the top of Live Oak. So good pace for me. So you can see here, this is where if you've survived the El Toro Trail up to this point, now what you have to look forward to are two very steep kickers. So the first one starts here. I believe Todd Brown and his massive, gargantuan, powerful legs broke a chain on here one time, a couple months ago. But that first kicker hurts, and then you get a little bit of a flat, and then it's followed by the second kicker, which is a little bit longer and a little bit steeper, before you actually get to the tunnel and then the turnoff there at Cook's. Now, this guy, I'm not sure who this guy is. I'm going to have to look him up. He had a cool-looking kit there. I was trying to read what it said, but when you're going so hard and you can barely breathe and barely see, there were a ton of words on his kit, and I don't think I read one of them other than something like shredder or something like that. So, dude, you go shred, man. He was actually he was quite strong. So here we are about to hit this second little the second hard kicker. I think Cheyenne, the young man, is up there just kicking all of our butts, and he basically, I think, pulled the entire group, the entire ride the whole time, and then gapped everybody, and no one was even close to him at the finish. I don't even know, because honestly, he was so fast and so far up there, I couldn't even see him. And then we think I've got Joe here and Eric. Like I said, I'm getting names wrong. All right, so through the tunnel, I think I jump ahead here a bit to the. So I'm going fast. I'm fast forwarding. I got my fast forward going. If we could all spin to win like this, that would be something. So I'm always thinking if I get to this point, I can kind of rest, but you can see where the watts went way up. I had a little bit of a rest there, and then the watts go right back up again to 350, 400 watts. And I guess there's nothing like making your friends suffer, which is what cycling, I'm convinced that's one of the reasons why we come out here. It must be a deep-seated archetype that Carl Jung could identify, where we can't actually articulate it, but something deep-seated in our unconscious likes to make our friends suffer terribly while we're suffering as well. So I suppose there's this shared idea of shared sacrifice to get better. So I'm going to kick the speed up and down to between 100 and 200% just to point some easy things out. So I believe Cheyenne is up there kicking everybody's butt, and you can see kind of the remaining. This remaining group here, strength and numbers. Mikey Zenio goes by. There's Jason again, and I'm just honestly any climb like this, I'm looking for a solid wheel to be on that will pace me. And these guys certainly, pretty much all of them, except for crazy Mikey Zenio, who never seems to be able to ride a solid speed. He's either going fast or going backwards or zigzagging or something crazy. We love you, Mikey. But yeah, Jason here. If I called you Justin, if I called you Jason, because I saw Justin in the group too. Those two are almost like brothers. But Jason is a really solid wheel to be on, as is Chris Hill here, who we're actually passing. He's usually kicking my ass, but again, he's overcoming, some physicality type issues. When you crash, it takes a while to get back. Although I think we're going to ride early tomorrow morning with Chris Hill, and he'll kick all our butts. So I was actually able to pass a few people here. We got Frank, another solid goodie but oldie like me. Look at him get out of the saddle on these climbs. I just am in awe of you guys that can get out of the saddle going uphill at a 6 or 7% grade. And then Jason doesn't give up the ghost either, man. Look at him just hammering through. And spinning. Back there a little bit, there was kind of an interesting dichotomy. If you guys rewind this, you'll see some spinning techniques and some grinding techniques back about a minute ago. So here's, again, something I'm in awe of. Jason getting out of the saddle, and he's just all over his bike, just pushing the big power on the climb. We're about to catch little Stevie Tate. I call him Little Stevie because pretty much all of you guys here on this ride are littler than me. But Stevie, look at Stevie's, that guy, he can, he's almost the perfect, almost got the perfect cadence and pedal style here, and the guy really can climb. And I've seen him just be in super shape on climbs. But we'd all, hey, we live in Orange County. sometimes you got to work harder and you got more things to do. And you can't get out there on the bike as often as you want. I know, excuses, work. Can't let work get in the way of riding a bike. Come on, guys. So final efforts here, final push up to the top of a live oak. Thank you very much, Jason. Been riding super strong. Guys, we also do a Thursday ride, 5 o'clock, leaves from the Mission Viejo shop. Really good, solid ride. Great pace line work in the canyon. Leaves at 5 o'clock sharp. So I thought I'd capture a little bit of downhill here too, because we usually don't do I don't do much footage on the downhill, but it is kind of cool with the speed and the lean-ins to the curves and whatnot. Usually on the downhill part of Live Oak here, I'm just surfing wheels and resting after a hard effort like that. I could push the downhills, frankly, and really, really kick in some good speed there, but you know, there's just there is a risk element. One, you don't. Much better to crash when you're going 10 miles an hour than 40 miles an hour. And, you know, there's just, I honestly, frankly, to push the downhill does take some energy. And at this point in the ride, I'm trying to conserve and surf every little bit that I possibly can so I can get to the corkscrew, which is right here. And I have not been riding the corkscrew well for the last couple of years. One of the things I wanted to do here today was hit the corkscrew with some intensity, and I think I managed to do that. So a lot of the guys on the climb came back together again on the downhill, which is good. And then you can see things somewhat blow up here as we go up the corkscrew. And I'm not setting any PRs on the corkscrew here today, but it's the fastest I've ridden the corkscrew in quite some time. So I was able to maintain some wattage here and a little bit of intensity going up the steeper parts of the corkscrew, although I couldn't hold everybody's wheel up there. And I believe you'll see Jason come by me again, and I become ever so more determined to hold on to his wheel. So, Jason, where are you, man? You're about to pass me here. We get Frank up here and this guy with a bunch of words on his shirt, who I'm sure I probably know, so apologies to dude with a bunch of words on your shirt ahead of Frank there, who, man, that dude's really climbing. So there's Jason. You can see he's got the good spin and the good cadence going. My cadence is up there around 90 or 100. And just so shelled at this point in the ride. It's just so easy to just stop pedaling. But you can't. You can't. Not when you got guys like Jason in front of you. You're just like, come on, I can hang. I can hang. Look at him pull away from me, though. I do eventually get back up to his wheel right towards the end, and no gifting. No gifting here. I did not gift him the finale. He worked for it all. Look at Jim Bishop, man, still kicking my butt on the initial parts of that climb. Dude, I don't know how you do it. He was, maybe that's how you do it. You just pull over and fall over on the side of the road there. So yeah, there we go. Yowzer. That's what you look like after a hard day. All right, everybody. Good being back on video. Good seeing you guys. Have a good one. Later.